Hey everyone, welcome back. I am actually filming on my DSLR, which I rarely ever do. I usually film either on my Vixia or my M100. So yes, usually when I'm doing a face work camera, I don't know what it's called, I usually film on this one, but all my batteries are dead right now for this one. So while I'm charging all those up, I already have this one set up because I'm going to be doing an overhead drawing shot. And I was actually going to do a face one as well and just have a chat. But because my little one is, I don't know, it's just been a mess of a day. So what I'm working on today is this thing right here. I'm making sure you can see it. It is part of my anatomy series that I have going on right now, and it has been painstakingly slow, but it's been a lot of fun. It's you know, and whatnot. But with the other couple of painting drawings that I've done, I've only done the watercolor background, and in this one I thought it would be nice for you all to see my inking work. I've been using the dip pen quite a bit, especially with these pieces, and I've gotten so used to them. I absolutely love them. I can't even remember why it took me so long. Maybe just fear, but I'm so glad that I participated in Inktober because it got me started with the dip pens. So yes, very excited. But now I'm going to switch to the overhead shot so we can get started. Oh, and I had my hair cut. I apologize because it's kind of just like thrown up into this little bun, but and like I have like all these fuzzies on the side, but I got bangs. Okay, I have my workstation set up. I have my water, my ink, my pen, the piece itself, my headphones, and then my tea way over there because I have before, I think a lot of people have dunked their brush or pen or whatever in their drinking. I have also spilled my tea before, and it has ruined, you know, the piece I was working on. Before I start on the drawing, I just kind of wanted to go over why I have some of this set up the way I do. So the other two vertebrae are in this part, and I have a towel over them like this. So in case ink should like splatter, I've never had any problems with the nib that I use of that happening, but for some reason, if that were to happen, it would get on the towel and I can quickly pick it up before it soaks through. Also on this side, I don't want it to get over on the blank part. I can always take it out and like digital editing. It would be more difficult if it got in some of the crevices here, but yeah, it's just something that I like to do on a piece like this. The reason why I went from right to left instead of what a lot of inkers usually do is go left to right is because this ink is so dry fasting, or fast drying. Fast drying, oh my goodness, that now I lost my train of thought, that I don't feel like I'm going to smudge it or anything, and because while I'm working I didn't want to rub off any of the pencil markings that I had already done to lay out where I wanted everything. So that's my reasoning for that. Whether you agree with that or not, that's just how I do it. Okay, oh gosh, and now I can't get the lid off. Oh my gosh, I need to work out. All right, there we go. There we go. How about that? There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to start. I'm going to zoom you in a bit. By a bit, I mean a lot. Just know that my ink is up here. I just want you to be able to see a lot of the details that I have. So right after I said that the nib doesn't leak, which, to be quite fair, I think it was all my fault. I don't think it was not the nib. The nib is not defective, because if you'll notice, whenever I do a cut on my camera, that's when all of a sudden the blob appears. So I think what happened was I was holding it and I must have done something where when I was fiddling with my camera and it leaked out. This is actually 2 hours after that happened, because I've been trying to problem solve this. First, I tried to just go in and edit it and then overlay it on top of the other watercolors I had already, and that did not work. Then I decided that, okay, I'm just going to print it out on watercolor paper with my Canon, not really realizing that the ink is not waterproof. And so when I started painting it, that went everywhere. So I have two options right now. The first one, I'm going to go ahead and paint the original and then edit that, like with the watercolor, edit all of that in Photoshop, which is actually looking like the winner to me. Or I've already scanned it, taken out the background, all of that jazz. I have painted a watercolor piece already, and so I could overlay the line work on top of that and then go in and erase everything selected for the vertebrae. The only thing that is making me not want to do that is because this is the most detailed piece out of the three, meaning all like the ins and outs of the bones. This was the worst piece for this to happen with, is all I can say. So I believe what I'm going to try to do is paint over this still and then just edit it in Photoshop. Tomorrow I am going to fix it. I've scanned the main watercolor. It's not going to look exactly like the other ones, just because the other ones you can tell where I've painted around, and this one is just going to be white inside of the thing. I don't know what to say anymore. This has just turned into like a huge mess, and it's on the most intricate piece. If this had been on the thoracic vertebrae or the atlas bone, I probably would have just redone it, but the line work alone took me hours to complete. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I will see you tomorrow because I'm not working anymore on this. It's 10:30 and I'm going to go to bed and cry myself to sleep. Joking. I'm not really going to cry myself to sleep, but I'll want to. I'm just gonna pass out because it's been a really long day. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So it's a new evening. Hopefully this one goes a lot better than last night did. I can't believe all that happened. And I think to be completely honest, because I wasn't in the zone, I made it a lot worse than what it should have been. So yeah, today I'm going to now figure all this out. It's printing. I can't believe it. I figured it out. It was fine. It's all fine. In editing, you can do anything. So, oh my gosh, my glasses are disgusting. But that was a very wild problem-solving road. I really appreciate, not even in the last video, but in previous videos, people's comments about their struggles with dealing with perfectionist block and everything like that. David Denton Art was one of those who commented, along with a few others, and it just helped me know I'm not alone. The printed piece looks like this, and I mean the black border won't be there. I'm going to be cutting that off. It's just a guideline for me, but yes, I'm quite pleased. So as a set, I think that they look very nice together. Obviously I can't really show them too well. I'll put photos up. I'm just glad to be finished with this one. I need to now cut them, post it up on my shop, and start, I don't know, marketing them. I'm just so tired after that whole process that I basically did it all to myself too. I made it a lot more difficult. So I hope that you will learn from my mistakes through this. Like, if you encounter something like this, take a step back, breathe, don't try to record it all. It really helped to go to sleep and come back at it with fresh eyes. I think whenever you're trying to problem solve something, you want the solution right away. And sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you need to sleep on it. So that really helped me with all this. And I'm just incredibly ecstatic to now be finished with this one. Hopefully I sell some prints. If you know someone who really likes spines, or you yourself like spines, or you know your chiropractor would like this, I don't know, check out my shop down below. So I'm going to be getting ready for my commission that is coming up. It's a 3-part series of someone's animals. I can't wait because I love drawing animals, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. I may take you through some of that process just because she asked if I could implement colors with the charcoal, and I've asked several people online. I researched it a little bit online too, and I haven't found really anything about color with charcoal, like using colored pencils or anything like that. I know you can with pan pastel, but my pan pastel set is like 5. So I'm gonna have to think of something to work into this situation, but I'm really excited to start those. So I have to get them ready so I can hopefully ship them out in about 4 days. That's my goal, my time frame, to keep me sane through all the commission work. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. So if you want to, check out my links below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.